Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. It is Sunday, the 20th of January. In my pocket, well, of course, I have a little hamster. My little one. I'm sorry. Oh, see, she's yipping and sniffing and sneezing because she's scared. Because she's a hamster. But she's a cutie. Can you hear her? You gonna keep doing that? I am sorry that I scare you. She's making a little kind of sneezing thing, motion with her chest. And she's just, I woke her up and I feel bad. She is oh, I'm sorry, little one. Well, this is little Saber / Cream. I'm going to put her away so that she can not have to worry and stop yipping and sneezing. So, I'm sorry, you can go back to sleep. I feel bad. I had to prop up the lid of the cage with this and this to keep it from falling in, because it's broken on the end, and so it has to be braced up or it's just gonna go, which is fine. I've talked about that. I mean, it's my fault, and they're still fine lids. You just, when I bring it over, it rests on a plastic ledge underneath there so it doesn't keep breaking. A very good thing. But she is a sweetheart, and so hopefully she's gonna be fine. I mean, I know she's gonna be fine. She's inside there. She stopped yipping and sneezing already, so she's okay, and that's good. A very, very good thing. I got pressure, so much pressure inside of my chest and belly. It feels like I'm being stabbed in my gut again because of air forced down my throat and into my stomach while I'm sleeping because of my sleep apnea mask, because I stop breathing when I sleep. And I can't use one of those things that just forces air into your nose, because Lars, I don't breathe through my nose. I've had chronic sinusitis my entire life. My sinuses, while they do work and I can breathe through my nose, thank goodness, sometimes, usually when I'm on camera, thank goodness, but when I'm sleeping, lying down, they just clog right up and I cannot breathe through my nose. So it forces air down in here. When you sleep, everything relaxes. Air also goes down into my stomach, which means right now, working its way through my small intestine, there's a whole bunch of air. And ow, ow, ow. Oh, that always hurts. It's not dangerous, thank goodness. I mean, they can fill your body with all sorts of gases. In fact, when they've got to do things like doing a lap chole, which is a laparoscopic cholecystectomy. I had to remember the whole thing. The short is the lap chole. But I'll have to come back to something else. What they do is they pump your abdomen full of carbon dioxide, just pop, 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 so that they can see. So that when they poke holes in your abdomen and push their sticks in, so that they can see what they gotta go and where they gotta go, and what they have to do, they can, because you're filled with air pockets. Yeah, it's carbon dioxide, but still. And it's not dangerous that way. As long as it's not in your bloodstream, air pockets aren't gonna hurt you. I mean, they will be worked out, and that's a good thing. Ooh, big laggy stuff. I've talked about this one before as a quick aside. When you had your gallbladder out before, it used to be horrific. I mean, it's up underneath your ribs and right around your liver, so they had to twist you and hack half of your body open so that they could get to you. It was horrific. Now they just punch those 4 holes in your abdomen, put the sticks inside, you go snip, clip, cauterize, pull the stuff out, put 4 band-aids on you, and you go home either that day or the next morning. And it's just that easy. Or, like what happened with my wife, because they couldn't do that, she was such a mess, because when she had Hodgkin's lymphoma as a teen, they had to do exploratory surgery on her, and so she was, by the time from her heart surgery to after her final total hysterectomy, she had a scar that ran from here all the way down to her pubic bone. She was just, I thought she was beautiful. She wouldn't have been her if she hadn't had that scar. But there was too much scar tissue inside of her to be able to comfortably puff her up. So what they do in that case is they go down your throat. Now she had to have a lot of, I can't remember what the full name for it is. It's like a trans echo something or other. But what they do is they take ultrasound pictures of your heart and stuff, and what they have to do is go down your throat, and then they take the pictures that way. So you've got to be knocked out so that they can do that. But so to get her gallbladder out, they just went down her throat, clip, snip, pull, and again, she was out relatively quick. For her, it was relatively quick. I mean, whenever she went to the hospital, the longest part is if she was in for 2 months, and generally it would be months when she went in. So when she went into the hospital, I wouldn't have her back home for months at a shot. But it would be crisis and then a long point like this until we could get her home, because the hospital can't let you go home until they know you're safe. And her system was always such that they couldn't release her and feel safe. And so crises was over within the first week, and then it was getting her electrolytes and the rest of her system back under control so that finally she could come home. Oh, it was a mess. Luckily, she actually ended up going to the hospital less as time went on. So in the first years of our marriage, she would spend like 6 months of the year in the hospital. And then in the last years, it was usually about only 3 to 4 months of the year she spent in the hospital. So it was a fun time during our marriage that way, having to travel to the hospital on a daily basis for a couple months while she was there. We got to know the hospitals and the people in them pretty good. Oh, hokey smokes, I can't even remember why I started talking about that, because what a long, convoluted trail. Unfortunately, my kitty is still not here yet. I don't know. She's done this before, as I've mentioned, where she's vanished, where at the end of a week I've gone, gosh, you know, I guess she's gone this time. And she showed up, so she may. Tomorrow I'm going to be calling up around to find who and where people take, you know, cats. I'm going to call up like the cat rescue, call up and find out what, from the city, you can do that, and find out the numbers where people take animals and see if somebody caught her and took her. Because if they did, I'll go get her. But I don't expect to find her at a place like that. Is smart, clever, very canny. I mean, during a period of time, I've mentioned this before, how there were wild dogs in our neighborhood at one point. And that we also had some wild rabbits and some other wild animals that were just living in the neighborhood. And then the wild dogs came in, and 90% of all the wildlife in the area vanished. Everybody's cats, everybody's everything. The rabbits got killed and eaten. Everything was just vanishing. A lot of people lost most of their pets in that period of time. Amelia was one of those that nobody could keep inside. She has never been an inside cat, but while all that was going on, she survived it. So if she's alive, she'll come back, and she, like I said, she's smart, she's clever. So if she's alive, then she'll be able to come back, and anything could have happened. I mean, literally anything. So who knows? I mean, human beings fall over and die. There's adult sudden onset death syndrome, where you've got an underlying issue, but nobody knows about it. You don't know about it, and you're just walking along, and then suddenly, thud, you're dead. Who knows what's going on inside of the body of a cat? Cats can't tell you. You have to watch them to see how they're doing and see if what's different. She wasn't acting any different than she always does. So, thumbs up for that. Last night, it was raining. It's been raining and raining and raining for days, so I haven't been going out walkies. I spent the last 2 days not going walkies, and oh my God, I hate that. I wish I'd realized what was happening back when I was married to my wife, because I would sit in my computer chair so I could watch her and make sure that she was okay. My legs were killing me during this time. They just ached so bad, and so I stayed up partially because my legs hurt so much and partially because I wanted to see my wife. Only after that she was, let me start that in English. Only after she was gone and I started walking did the correlation between stretching and pushing my legs and the pain going away did I realize what was happening. If I don't use my legs, they hurt so much. They just ache, literally, like someone's beating them with baseball bats. It's awful. And it's not like anxiety or anything like that. It's actual just horrific pain from not using them. The other night that I was going to go walkies, but it was hard raining outside and wind, and it would have been nasty. Instead, I just ended up having to use my pedal exerciser thing and walking up and down the stairs as much as I could because, oh my God, did my legs hurt. And only by using them did the pain actually go away. I feel bad for the people that have poor circulation in their extremities, because there are some people that literally, to go from inside of their house to the end of the driveway causes horrible pain in their legs because there's just their circulation is bad enough or their heart's just not working well enough that they can't get blood flow, proper blood flow, and so their muscles are literally screaming out because they are dying of oxygen starvation. And you have to stop and let your body just breathe. Oh my gosh, that would be horrible. Thank goodness I've got the opposite of that. So last night, after not being able to go walkies for 2 days, I took the 7-mile round trip because I went up to the top of Olympic Highway again and then came down Olympic Highway, which adds an extra mile since I'm in southern Shelton with all these bloody hills anyway. So instead of the 6-mile round trip to Walmart and back with that loop, it adds an extra mile. So I did a good 7-mile round trip, and there was some stopping along the way. I had to stop off at a Safeway and get something to drink because I was feeling really, really thirsty. And you can buy these 14-ounce containers of chocolate milk from a semi-local dairy thing, Lucerne, if you live in Washington State. And so they sell those 14-ounce containers of chocolate milk or strawberry milk for $1. So I bought one of those, and oh my God, the lines just, I just debated going no, because it took 15 minutes. And after walking at 3 to 4 miles per hour to get there, and then just suddenly having to stop, it was agony. So that added to the time. I left at about 6:30ish, and it was close to, well, it was between 9 and 9:30 when I got home. So generally when I go out walkies, I'm looking at a chunk of time from anywhere from 2 hours to 3.5 hours. If I really stretch the walk out and add an extra loop coming back, I can make that an 8-mile walk, and that's 4 hours. And yeah, well, not 4, because that would be 2 miles an hour, but it takes some time. It is a hefty investment of time and energy. So I don't usually do the 8-mile one, because by the end of 7 miles, I'm pretty tired. Thumbs up for that. Thank you very much for coming along with me on this journey of exploration on a daily basis where I just ramble about whatever happens to pop into my head. It is appreciated very, very much. I started this channel the way it is right now after the death of my wife to keep me from dying. And it's worked. I never really expected to get more than 5 subs. Thank you all so very, very much. It is appreciated to the bottom of my heart. You've kept me alive. That is appreciated. I've also opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people. And this is a range of 20 to 25 because even though I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, with my fibro and depression, cannabis use for chronic pain, I'm sometimes lucky that I can remember my name. And if my name ain't Rutherford P. Kubert, I am in a hell of a lot of trouble. Also, if I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. And if me, I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. So good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment. The fact that you left a comment will knock me off my rails and leave me for a loop going, what the hell am I supposed to be talking about? Thumbs up for that. Something call it my Chrome here. I know it's here somewhere. And we have Denial. Thank you very, very much. Oh, also, number 2. If anybody would like a shout out instead of just random things, it is randomly, but also is, I don't know if it's pronounced Angel Torado. I also do shout out. So if you ask for a shout out, you got one. So that's 2 of them right there. And A Ram, greatly appreciated. Family 136, thumbs up and thank you. Pandora NYC 1, thumbs up, greatly appreciated. Because I'm just going through the list. My eyes are randomly dropping on names. I'm not reading the comments. I can't. I'm going to read them all afterward. And thumbs up each one I do. Answer as many as I can. But for this part, I'm just dropping my eyes on names. So TFN Sun, thank you very, very much. Obi-Wan Kenobi, greatly appreciated. Andrendenum 1, how about that? Thomas S, greatly appreciated. Nick Slit, ooh, that's a heck of a name. Thank you very, very much. And George Jefferson, greatly appreciated. Joseph McKinney, greatly appreciated. Sebastian Ferris, thumbs up and thank you. And we have Tenzin F, greatly appreciated. Delilah Mills, greatly appreciated. Official Aaron, thumbs up and thank you. Hunter May, greatly appreciated. S Star, thumbs up. Beyond Useless Gaming, greatly appreciated. And Muista, thumbs up. And then, because I've run out of names already, JDM, thumbs up and thank you. And then let's see if there's anybody else. Gravo Blamo, thank you very, very much. Jamie's Division. Did I just do this one already? Well, that maybe 26. Russian Timing, greatly appreciated. And last but not least, Josh Roundtree. I went and skipped through the names too quickly with my eyeballs. That's a bad thing. Anyway, though, I have a whole bunch of links down below. If you could check those out, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. Thank you very much, Brian Glenn, for the awesome work on that blog. Pretty soon, I'm actually going to write something for it. And if you can check out or donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. If you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you didn't want to. But if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Hey, that's a very good thing. I think, anyway. After all, hopefully the end of time is going to be longer than like next Tuesday. When I die, the universe comes to a crashing halt for me. And unless I'm just a brain in a jar, the universe should continue for the rest of you. And if you wonder what it's like after you die, if you face death with terror, just think back. Remember what it was like before you were born. That's what it was like, will be like when you're gone. Well, hopefully I'm going to have a reaction. Well, no, not a reaction because it's a weekend. Hopefully a game video, maybe a weird video, maybe a walkies video if it doesn't rain today. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend. And that is a very good thing. And I've got like 10 seconds left to make this fully 20 seconds. 20 seconds, I always call it that, 20 minutes. So have a great day today, please.